First things first in this game, when you load into a game, the first thing you always want to do is look at the team comps. Looking into this game, we have a Katarina mid, which is kind of weird, and a Zilean mid. So those are both really off-meta picks. Zilean's going to try to survive for late game. Katarina's going to try to survive, just snowball as much as you can. Bot lane is both pick comps, so it depends on skill and what goes on. Jungle, in this case, I'd say Lee Sin has the advantage early game, Rammus has the advantage late game, and our top lane is two champions that really don't belong in the top lane too often. They're not that strong right now. So starting the game, as a support main, I tend to call for invades as much as possible. Invading the jungle can get you vision, it can get you flashes, and it can set up for the entire game being snowballed based off of one play. So in this game, we're going for an invade. The enemy team, if we take a notice, they are doing a normal defense. They have defense all around their outers. We're going in. I see the Jhin is in an awkward spot where he can't dodge up because the team will jump on him here, and he can't dodge down. He doesn't have enough time, which forces a flash from him, forcing my flash. Doing that early game sets up for ganks for my jungler, and I have Hextech flash, so we're relaxing. So we got the flash. Everyone's happy about that. We're backing out. I want to go again. They don't have vision. I assumed that people could be here, and so they listened to me. Going into the jungle, we go for another hook. It's flash number 2. That's 2 flashes for Lee Sin to punish at 1 minute and 20 seconds of the game. That's not bad. And at this point in the game, you can't see it, but I'm typing timers in the chat. Timers about what time their flashes are up. So my jungle knows, and I'm keeping a constant reminder of him knowing when flash is up. Early game goes pretty easy. You know, the lane's pretty boring. Neither of these lanes can really pressure too hard. It's whoever gets level 2 first. But you want to notice one thing. What we did early game, we set up for Lee Sin. And Lee Sin's looking for the level 2 cheese gank. He gets it. The Zilean has no flash. And that's a free kill. That is a 600 gold lead at level 1. Not bad. When we get to level 2, we push up on them. But I don't have my hook up because I threw it too early. Lane's pretty bad. We have advantage, but it's pretty boring. We know Rammus is topside because he started blue buff. And at this point, I need to look for hooks on Jhin as much as possible. But Jin's playing really safe, and they have a ward in this bush. But honestly, I could still get something because he's flashless. And we set up a ward because we know Lee Sin is on top side getting scuttle, so we can only assume that Rammus is on boss side getting scuttle. We're playing safe. But even though we predicted all that, even though we set a ward up, I got hooked at right at the time where Rammus is able to roam bot lane. And not recognizing that, I see him on the ward, walk towards him, and I get first blooded. Missed the flay, in fact, too. So at this point in the game, I threw bot lane, and it's really tough to come back. Recognizing this, I decided I wanted to roam as much as possible, because Katarina has a 1 kill lead over their Zilean, and is starting to outfarm him as well. So at this point, I respawn. I upgrade my support item, and I'm heading straight mid instead of bot lane. Our Jinx survives, and I'm trying to look for a play. Unfortunately, I get spotted on a pink ward, and I decide to clear it instead. I want to invade the jungle, and I look for a Hextech flash over the wall. Katarina comes with me. We get the flash from Rammus. You put that timer in chat. And unfortunately, Rammus gets the blue buff, and Katarina's in a sticky place. We hit the ignite on Rammus. Knowing he has no flash, we're able to finish him off. Katarina runs backwards, grabs a dagger, grabs a lantern, and we're both out clean. At this point in the game, I'm heading back bot lane to support my Jinx. Katarina's got full priority over the lane. I know that we're behind this lane because he has a BF sword and she has a Cole. So as much as possible, I'm just hanging out here so she doesn't get dove, doesn't get messed up, and making sure she's alive. But I do want to keep going mid lane as much as I can this game. Katarina, seeing that we have a pink here, assumes that she can gank, even though there's a pink here. I go for the flash flay onto the Jhin, knowing that Katarina's right behind me. She comes in. She's able to pick up the kill. Katarina starts pushing for the next kill. He's low, and I throw out the hook. Get the flay as soon as he pulls it. And we are smooth sailing. Katarina is now on a killing spree and ready to snowball the game. Again, recognizing that, I see that she has a huge lead. So does Lee Sin. And at this point, I can play around her as much as possible. We get the Flay on Zilean. Zilean ult goes off. I threw the hook too early. That's okay, we got Zilean ultimate in this case. We're relaxing. At this point we have a 4k gold lead. All because of roaming. All because of plays with our mid laner. Understanding how to play around her. At this point I recognize that Jinx is not going to be the carry of this game. Katarina is. So I go back mid lane. Running through, making sure I got no vision here, nothing seeing me. So I'm sitting right on a pink ward. He has no clue. I start channeling my Hextech Flash. Look for the hook. Does not land, but that's okay. That's still pressure. Move up to the top side of the map to get vision to make sure Katarina stays alive with her bounty. Our top lane at this point is trading 1-for-1, which isn't bad at all. Lee Sin has been ganking her as much as possible, and we're in a strong place. As much as anything, I'm trying to capitalize on vision. Katarina sees another play. I'm following her up. But ultimately nothing happens. I see a play. Hit the hook. Throw the lantern to Katarina. And we go on through Ramus. Another kill for Katarina. Shoving kills down her throat. Go back top lane. Save the Lee Sin from the death. It's another kill. And all while Jinx is just surviving at the turret, getting the gold. At this point in the game, Nautilus is level 6, I'm level 6, we're about even in XP because of the amount of assists I've been getting. And I head back bot lane to make sure Jinx is okay. But here's the thing, I'm heading back bot lane to help the Jinx, but as soon as I see the Nautilus on the vision plant right here, as soon as I see it, there's Zilean. Nautilus is right here. You can see me dip straight up. I'm warding around Katarina to make sure she stays alive because she has a bounty on her. She doesn't in this case, but she's still strong. And I realize we need to help Lee Sin, so I bring the Katarina top lane. This guy's way out of position. Lee Sin's baiting him really, really well. And we get the Flay. Pull him out of the queue. Horrible queue from my side. Lee Sin dies because of it, and that's my fault. But nonetheless, that's another kill for Katarina. Bot lane's in a tough place. I recognize that my Jinx is behind the tower trying to stay alive while I'm top lane, and the Nautilus is harassing her. But at this point in the game, she is level 9, which is really strong, and she's gotten solo XP of the lane. I'm going to stay mid and see what I can do. At this point in the game, I think I am seeing the Zilean. I go for a flash hook. Zilean is shut down even more. He flashes out though, which is unfortunate. Zilean's forced to recall. Katarina is able to push the tower and get some plates. At this point in the game, I'm still playing around mid. I have not been bot lane. We see that Lee Sin's dying and Katarina's rotating. I'm rotating as well. He gets hooked. Unfortunately, he's dead. My lantern was not a great spot. Katarina's going in. Hit the hook. That's a double kill. Katarina's in position to carry this game while Jinx is surviving 0-2. And all I've been doing is just getting gold leads on every lane, rather than actually getting objectives. So, at this point in the game, I'd ping the dragon, and he goes to the dragon to start farming that up, and start getting actual objectives. We need to start knocking the towers. The Rengar's trying, bot lane's knocked down. And I respawn. I head back straight mid lane. We see that the Ramus is here, and I try to counter gank as well. Lee Sin comes, grabs the lantern. We get the hook. We are safe. She's in position to drop. Katarina's roaming up. Zilean's looking for the revive. Throw the hook out. We hit the Ramus, but nothing's going to happen with it. At this point, we're going to siege this tower because it's really low. Katarina's in the zone, the Jhin off the side, and we're going to push in. They're getting pushed off the side. They can't defend the tower any longer, even though I hit the hook. And we got the free tower for gold. Now we have still a steady 5k gold lead, but they have one less outer tower. At this point, I ping the Rift Herald. And we go straight for it. At this point in the game, we want to deny as much resources as possible. We want to take the red buff from them. We want to take the Rift Herald for pushing towers that are tier 2. And doing so, we find picks, because they're trying to contest their gold, because they're getting deeper into the rabbit hole. The Herald drops. Rengar teleports to save the tower to save the gold lead. And we get a Herald. At this point in the game, we're going to rotate mid lane, recognizing that Nautilus is down and Katarina is pushing top. And I'm pinging the Lee Sin with Herald to come top. But he ends up going mid. I'm hovering the jungle to make sure both sides are safe. The Herald gets dropped mid lane. That's a further gold lead. 20 minutes as a support, I should be looking for vision, clearing out vision, making sure their jungle's dark, and that they're miserable. I'm sitting right here looking for anyone with a sweeper to come over the wall to hook my Lee Sin to get them. Looks like Dragon's up as well. We go for that instead. But as we're creeping around Dragon, I recognize with our ward, not even right here, that they're going Baron. So I ping it non-stop that we need to go to it. The team, recognizing that they're actually trying to do the Baron buff, listens to me. She grabs the lantern. Lee Sin's roaming up. Katarina's roaming up. And we start to contest. Getting the hook. I try to do some more work. Don't know if they're still on it because the vision's dark. They're looking for cheeses. Dragon's down. Baron stopped. Went for a flash hook. Was not successful. We get place. Another hook on Jhin. The game goes darker, deeper into the hole. Get another hook. Just snowballing the game further. At this point, we have full control of the jungle. They're dark. We have a splitter, and we're winning the game too hard. With double ocean up, we are healing, so Baron is an opportunity. I hook lantern the team. Baron becomes free, we recall and reset. One of the most important things at this point in the game is to always reset with your gold. Resetting with Baron not only resets the kills before Baron that you got, but it also resets the Baron gold and your vision, which is incredibly important while sieging. Mid is fine. They're engaging. It's a really strong engage. But we set up the disengage with the Katarina and the Thresh R. Get the hook, and we have our first pick. Pushing in mid lane, getting the tower down. Their team is too weak to contest because of all the pokes that we had. I set up wards here, I set up wards here to have our side covered and a pink ward here. We have all of our sides covered in this situation. And for the next push that we're going to go top lane, we're going to have this covered and this covered. So all of our flanks are covered, except for right here. But no one's going to go straight to the minions without us seeing them. So at this point, we're going to go for the top tower with our next Baron. It's really important that you just knock out towers when you have Baron for the play, because we have a 10k gold lead at this point. Rengar gets caught, that's okay. And we dip out. Fortunately, in this situation, we should have been getting towers, but the Rengar pushed it too far, and we used a lot of resources to get these kills. Pushing in right here makes the Rammus back off from the Jinx, because Rammus cannot 2v1. We pressure the Zilean. Get another kill, and with our minion wave, we use our Baron buff to push in. Katarina gets caught, but we have so many minions that it should not matter at all. Our minions are pushing in with Baron because we successfully pushed every single lane. At that point, we win the game. Mechanically that game, I hit some decent hooks, but more than anything, I was in the right place at the right time and got the right person ahead. And that's how we won the game.